Hey guys, it's me Lex. This is my first YouTube video ever. This is going to be kind of an introduction of myself and my cat, Smokey. I'm a little nervous to making this video. I've been wanting to make YouTube videos for a long time. I just couldn't get over my anxiety and being the focus of a video. Or the focus of anything really. I do have anxiety. That will be part of this YouTube channel. Just dealing with that, dealing with other things in life. I just got out of the military. Did 6 years in the Air Force, so I'll be talking a little bit about that. A little bit about being a 28-year-old living in Las Vegas. Not really, haven't been out there that much, but originally from New York City, and born in Brooklyn, lived in Bushwick, Ridgewood, Bushwick area. For those of you who know that area is, excuse me. Williamsburg, East New York. Yeah, I am Nuyorican. That's how I identify with myself. Nuyorican of color. I'm Puerto Rican. My heritage is Puerto Rican. Parents, are not together. They haven't been for a long time. And I'll be talking about that, talking about dad, talking about mental illness, talking about just growing up being me. So, where should I start? I made this video today because I thought about doing it yesterday, put it off again today, and that's just how my anxiety works. I kind of just always procrastinating to do things, and that's not really beneficial for me. I'm in nursing school. I've been taking breaks in and out of it, go to school online, so that's a benefit, and there's always pros and cons to everything, but it's been a benefit for me because I've been active duty Air Force for the last 6 years. I'm not in a class right now, kind of waiting for my benefits to kick in, so that way I'm able to pay for school. And yeah, back to the anxiety. I made the video today because I have to go back to the base to pick up some inserts from podiatry because I have some janky feet. But I just couldn't get myself to go and get out of the house. Which for any of you who have anxiety or depression, I'm sure you go through the same thing or have been through the same thing at least one time in your life, or since you've been having this this illness. So I decided to make the video because since I've been putting it off, it's kind of just like, if I get through this video, I can just get out of the house and just go do the things that I should do as my normal daily routine that is always always difficult for me. And then I'm planning on making this video, going and get those inserts, and then going to Walmart to print some pictures because I'd like to fill these things up. We don't have the middle section yet, and there's a lot of pictures that have taken in my career that I want to save and actually put in an album that's tangible and that's meaningful. So yeah. After that, go to the gym, which is always a task for me as well. Just being anxious about if I'm gonna look stupid because maybe someone doesn't think that I know what I'm doing, or I look fat because I think that I am, though, my BMI is not that high, and just being anxious about all those things. And that's kind of where I want to go with this channel, is just to show a perspective of my life and just how I'm dealing with me, with back pain, with foot pain, with anxiety, things like that. Having been in the military, starting everything all over, and how crazy and nervous, excited, yeah, but really nervous and anxious about my life and where I am going now, being 28 and having to start all over again. For a lot of you, you'll say that's still young. Yes, I know, but it doesn't feel that way for me. Uh, don't have any kids. Live with boyfriend and my cat again, Smokey. Um, been in Vegas for about 2 years. I moved here from Utah. Stayed over. I was stationed there initially, and then this was my second duty station. I decided to kind of set up shop here and live here for a little bit and just make it a home. Next video, I'll be back in New York City, back in spending some time with my family, just chilling with them for about 2 weeks because I miss them. And though I tried to see them while I was active, it was maybe once or twice a year, and that's not a lot. So just enjoying that time and being having a lot of stress relief just because I'm not active anymore. And I'll talk about that. If you want to leave some comments on questions you may be having if you're getting out soon, is another reason why I'm making this video. Just because I have had people message me and people just come up to me and be like, hey, what's it like having been active duty for, however many years of your life, and then just deciding that you want to separate because you're not happy and you don't want to make it a full career and retire from. A lot of people are really nervous, and I've noticed that a lot of people end up staying in the military. Not that there's anything wrong with the military. If it's right for you, it's right for you. But they end up serving longer than they had wanted just because they're nervous for starting over fresh. So for those of you who are in the military, you already know this, but people who aren't, yes, at first everyone's anxious to go in. But then you're in, and then you get used to it. And it's like part of your daily life, though it is, I don't care what anybody says. There's a lot of stress. Even if you've never deployed, even if you've only been one duty station, and and maybe close to home, but there's still all those stressors that you have to deal with that you wouldn't deal with in a normal day-to-day job. So, like constantly being on call, and you may be on call as a doctor or something like that, but just always being on the ready. I mean, and let's say like a doctor, yes, you sign up to be on call, but or nurses and things like that. But it's just different. It's just like, from my perspective, everyone's different, but I just always felt anxious. Every text message that I received from anyone I worked with, I was just like on edge. A lot of times I'd get a text message from someone at work, like on my day off, and I would literally have a panic attack. Like I remember one time I got a message from my supervisor, and it was just something so simple. I can't even remember what it was, but I'm in my kitchen, and maybe I probably forgot something, didn't read an email or something small, but I like freaked out and just started shaking and crying and just couldn't control my nerves, couldn't breathe. My heart was just racing, and it wouldn't have been a big deal without anxiety. But I think that, well, I've noticed that a lot of people who do serve, I mean, I don't want to put anybody down, but it's like a lot of pressure, and some of us, especially if we've gone through a lot of things through childhood, and earlier life, it's just a lot of stress, and we end up having anxiety, and can't really cope because the military does require a lot from you. You can, just because it's your day off doesn't mean that you're off from work. You can have to be on the ready. You can deploy at any time. You just are always on high edge. That doesn't make any sense, but you're always on edge. And people work well. Some people work well in those environments. Like they like that stress. They like that high stress environment, and they flourish in it. And just some people don't. It takes a toll on them. takes a toll on a lot of families, takes a toll on a lot of marriages. I've seen many people get divorced on deployments, people who are gone divorce the person back home, or the person back home ends up divorcing and leaving the person deployed. It's just very stressful. And again, I'm not talking badly about the military. I love the Air Force. I love all branches. I'm just speaking my truth and what I've seen, and maybe someone out there can relate to me. And just know that you're not alone. And I guess that's the big part of why I made this video. You're not alone. There's plenty of people like you. There's plenty of people who are going through depression, having been in the military, and even everybody, But I guess what I'm talking about right now is more geared to people who are serving. We're taken away from our family, especially if we're single, and we don't really have, not necessarily have anyone that we feel really open to when we get stationed somewhere else. It's kind of like you have to start all over again. Of course, you have that brotherhood, but a lot of times it doesn't feel like it's real. It just feels like a fake bonds. I guess you got to fake it till you make it, until you actually make bonds with people. But when you first get somewhere, you might feel alone, isolated, or something might happen and you do end up isolating yourself, and just feeling really down. So know that you're not alone. I feel like I'm talking in circles, but just excuse me, I'm still nervous, even though I've been talking for 11, almost 12 minutes. But just know that I care, and this is for you. I'm putting myself out there for you. So please comment, like, subscribe. I know this is the first video. There'll be more. I don't want to ramble on, but that's just where this channel is going. And I hope you're alongside me as it progresses and becomes an actual channel, not just one video. But much love, peace, soul, and yeah, bye.